that's what I always been through, and no one told me that y'all wanted to consider it. Amy said that she's gonna be with the whole family.
I have been asked that since our students are going to be allowed to relax their mask for the program, if all of their guests would please don their mask in order to keep our students safe. We would appreciate that. Thank you. Well, I am Sheila Mayfield. I have been given the honor of being the program director of this wonderful program. And I can tell you this group of students was probably one of my favorite groups, and I probably said that to them a lot of times. To start, I'd just like to say, Pelé, a famous Brazilian soccer player, stated very appropriately, "Success is not an accident. It is hard work. It requires perseverance. It's learning. It's studying. It's a sacrifice, and most of all, a love of what you're doing." I'm very proud of each of you for maintaining the course set before you and landing here today. I'm elated that your family, friends, peers, and significant others could join you here today in celebration of you and your accomplishment. And to each of you, I say welcome. Not only are you celebrated by those that have personally supported you through this journey, but also by individuals that have a direct bearing on the success of this college and its programs. And as I acknowledge our college dignitaries, if they desire, they can stand and be recognized. Dr. Julie Post, our college president, Dr. Kristen Douglas, VP of Academic Affairs, Mr. Robert Curry, Assistant VP of Academic Affairs, Ms. Paige Sailors, Assistant VP of Academic Affairs, Dr. Tanya Whitlock, VP of Student Affairs, Dr. April Welch, Dean of Students, Mrs. Asha Anamalu, Dean of Nursing, Ms. Lindsay Fielder, Associate Dean of Nursing. I would also like to say thank you as well to any faculty that may be present today that has supported these students on their journey. I would be remiss if I left them out, even if they aren't a part of the nursing program faculty. I want to acknowledge them as well. Some of you may ask, why are we here today? What is the significance of the nursing pinning ceremony and the Nightingale lamp? Historians can trace the tradition of this ceremony back to the Crusades of the 12th century, when a group of knights tended to and cared for the injured and suffering crusaders. When new monks were brought into the Knights' Order, they decided to continue helping sick soldiers and held a ceremony where each monk was given a Maltese cross that they wore on their arms. In the 1860s, Florence Nightingale was honored with the Red Cross of St. George for her selfless efforts to aid injured men during the Crimean War, because she believed in acknowledging a job well done. She presented a Medal of Excellence to her hardest working nursing graduates. By 1916, it became standard in the United States to no longer award only a few nurses with a Medal of Excellence, but instead all nursing graduates were awarded with a pin during a special ceremony. The pin was provided by the Hospital School of Nursing to the students to identify them as nurses and show proof of their education. The pin is the one symbol that ties the art and science together. It says, I understand where I came from, and now I'm going to use the science to do my best for my patients. Florence Nightingale earned the nickname the Lady with the Lamp, which started during the Crimean War as well. Every night, Nightingale would make rounds through the hospitals to check on the men with a small lamp in her hand. The phrase came from a report in a newspaper and was popularized even more an 1857 poem by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Following tradition, nursing graduates carry a lamp similar to what might have been used by Nightingale. To each of you again, I say welcome and thank you for being here with us today and supporting our graduates. It is now my honor to yield the podium to Dr. Julie Post, our new college president. Dr. Post would like to offer a word of welcome to our honorees and their families. Thank you.
Good afternoon. So at West Georgia Tech and at all technical colleges, we take great pride in what our students do. We know that many of you have overcome numerous challenges. You've gotten here, you've made the road, you've paved it, and you've set the standards high for yourself. When it comes to nurses, though, it's a little bit different, right? You competitively got here, so just getting accepted was a first huge step for you all, so congratulations there. Secondly, over the past year and a half, things have gotten even more elevated for each and every one of you, so you made a choice to put yourself out there. And so we owe you an extra debt of gratitude for choosing to make your profession a frontline profession. So I'm absolutely honored to be a part of your celebration today. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you to your families for being here and supporting them on this journey that probably hasn't always been so simple. But we're so proud of you. What makes West Georgia Tech fantastic and wonderful and a part of this community is not the success of what we do on this side, but the success of you all. So thank you for making us proud and for representing West Georgia Tech. Congratulations to each one of you. And I'm just excited that you're here, and I'm excited for the ceremony. So great job.
If you'd like to bow your head, you can. I'm going to say a prayer. Gracious and loving God, we gather here together as 17 people you have called to nursing and their loved ones. It is by the grace of your love and strength that we have all overcome the obstacles in our way to complete this journey. Please help us keep in our hearts our reason for becoming nurses. Work through our hands every day as we honor you in caring for our patients. Bless our loved ones who stood by us through good times and bad. We pray for long, successful careers in nursing. May we always walk in your light and love and share that with those we encounter. Amen.
Good afternoon, faculty, family, friends, and our distinguished guests. Welcome. I'm beyond honored to stand before you as a member of this ADN cohort of West Georgia Technical College and Coweta class of 2021. This cohort has definitely left its mark as one to be remembered. From the beginning days of Camp Nightingale, we were identified as the cream of the crop, and for the top of the top, greatness was our benchmark, and the expectations were nothing less than that. And so, the friendly competition began. Fundamentals was going to be challenging enough, but on top of that, we had the pleasure of going through this during the summer, which was one of the shortest semesters. We had a lot of work ahead of us. We were introduced to nursing theory, and how nursing has been shaped through the generations. Intro to pharmacology and drug calculation, along with physical assessments. Yeah, a lot of work in a very short amount of time. This also was the beginning of sleepless nights, takeout food, energy drinks, study groups with mock clinical skills and check-off drills. We dug deep to get through this course, and those of us that succeeded were met with med-surg, which proved to be a totally different beast in and of itself. The amount of knowledge that we were exposed to was overwhelming. But disease processes are interesting to us. That's why we're here. But there's no limit to how far down the rabbit hole you can go when you're looking up for something interesting. So part of med-surg, we had to learn how to harness our inner squirrel and focus on the objectives. And mental health is when our lives changed. With knowledge of a mass-spread deadly virus, where social distancing was our new normal, we were not prepared. No one was, but we were not giving up. We did not come this far to only come that far. We accepted the challenge and became very acquainted with case studies and online clinical simulations to meet board requirements and efforts to keep everyone safe and get our virtual learning on. We weathered the storm and made it through with a lot of encouragement from our mentors, but we did it together. Mother Baby was a semester a lot of my classmates were looking forward to. When I tell you it was almost just as difficult the first time around as the second. But I will tell you something about this cohort. They're quick studies. They will tackle any task put in front of them with a finesse and confidence that greatness is made of. By the time critical care rolled around, we had all grown accustomed to our new normal of hybrid virtual learning, masks, and social distancing. And as we hammered in the details of complex system disease processes and interventions, this day became a flicker of light in the distance. We are really seniors. Leadership, here we become standardized test-taking experts, as there is a tremendous amount of preparation, practice questions, handwritten remediations to be completed, and then repeat every week, and then repeat. The work was necessary for success. This was a dig deep part of the program as well. In leadership, we're also learned how to follow the qualities of an effective leader, skills that will help shape our newly earned professional careers. I found this quote from Florence Nightingale: "Nursing is a progressive art. Such to stand still is to go backwards." This is an extraordinary milestone that most of us have dreamed for years, some of us decades. We have all overcome so many obstacles, faced losses, were isolated, and had to make extremely tough sacrifices to get to this point. And now, what an accomplishment. This is even considering our circumstances. This is proof that nothing is out of reach of our grasp with the determination it took to get us here today. Like has been said before, this degree opens the door to many new and different avenues. Take this time to explore it. Yes, practice your skills to keep them. God knows you earn them. But don't stop. Continue to learn, whether it be in a specialty or in furthering your education. I, for one, am extremely proud of every one of you. And it has been a roller coaster of emotions that we have weathered together, but seeing you all grow into these incredible nurse masterminds and now colleagues has been an unexpected and rewarding experience. Classmates, family, friends, I reminisce on these steps in progression to this day to say this: remember who you are and why we did this. The thing that sparked your fire and your passion for this. Never lose sight of the patient care. Study them like you studied those books. Learn from them. And remember, the time you've invested in the sacrifices you have made through blood, sweat, and tears has earned you an invitation to care for someone during their most intimate and vulnerable point in their life. Advocate for them. There will always be something to learn in our field as lifetime learners, but never forget that you before all of this knowledge was. The you that said, when I'm a nurse, I'm not going to act like that. Don't be that nurse. Stay humble, be kind, and set a new example. As new grads, be patient with mentors, as they may or may not be patient with you. We won't be green for long. Absorb everything you can. We are the nurses that graduated through the pandemic. We were challenged differently and did what we have been conditioned to do. We succeeded. And congratulations, you all.
It is my greatest honor and pleasure to introduce to you a woman who knows the healing hands of a nurse first-handedly. Kim Steele is a sepsis survivor who went into anaphylactic shock after starting a new medication. She was rushed to the emergency room, where she was then coded 3 times within 30 minutes after arrival. She was then intubated and placed in a medically induced coma. A new diagnosis of multiple organ failure and several complications thereafter, her family was told she had less than a 9% chance of survival. And in November 2016, she became a quadruple amputee. She now dedicates her life to sharing her story and helping others through sepsis awareness, and also spends time volunteering at rehab centers. Ms. Steele has been described as someone who always remains positive and has a true servant's heart. I cannot wait to hear more about her life-changing story that will serve as an example of the impact we are able to make in all lives we touch. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you our guest speaker, Ms. Kim Steele.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for having me. It's my honor to be here today. The job that you will do and the lives that you will touch will impact so many. You think that they won't remember you, but they will, because I remembered mine. I had the greatest care when this happened to me, and tomorrow will be 5 years when my accident happened, and I'm standing strong. I worked hard to be able to be who I am today. And with strength, determination, and a positive attitude, you can do anything that you have been faced with. I met Tim when I was a patient at Warm Springs Rehabilitation. Those were the most amazing months that I got to spend there. He showed me kindness, compassion. He cried with me. He sat there with me and talked with me. The most amazing people that I had in my life were healthcare workers. They got me to where I am today. As you go forward in your jobs and taking care of patients, you will also make that same impact on those that you touch. They may not remember your name, but they will remember the impact that you made in their lives. I am honored to be here today. I am honored to congratulate each and every one of you for a job well done and what you will continue to do. My life is certainly blessed with every one of the ones that were a part of my journey, and they are my friends now. And I am blessed to be able to stand here today and tell my story of my survival and share with each and every one of you that the love that I have for all of you for what you do, it goes deeper than anything in me, because you make a difference in every day of everyone's lives. No matter what you're faced with, no matter how you're feeling, no matter how your day is going, you never let that show with your patients. You leave that outside the door and you choose love over what you're going through. The countless hours that you work never goes unnoticed. Everyone that goes out of those doors and able to walk out and go home to their families is truly amazing, and it's all because of what you do. So I thank you for what you're going to do and what you're going to become. Touch those lives and be remembered, because they will certainly remember you the way that I have. So I thank you for allowing me to come and speak today. It was my pleasure, and congratulations to each and every one of you.
Good afternoon. I would like to take the time to acknowledge our adjunct faculty that we use here in our nursing program. I'm not sure if anyone was able to make it today. They are busy working their primary jobs, caring for patients in the hospitals, and we are just so very thankful for what they do for us. They are a huge part of our program, and we really, truly could not do what we do by training these students without the help of our adjunct faculty. So we want to thank them at this time. Sorry. Okay. All right. The Associate Degree Nursing Program faculty present awards to 5 students at the pinning ceremony. 4 of these students were chosen by a vote of their faculty and classmates. In addition to the Billy Diedrich Memorial Award, we present awards to students who exemplify clinical excellence, leadership, academic excellence, and characteristics of the founder of modern nursing, Florence Nightingale. The Academic Excellence Award is presented to the registered nursing graduate who has the highest overall GPA. And it is my pleasure to present this award to Chloe Waits. The Nightingale Award is awarded to a graduate who exhibits characteristics of caring and compassion. This person uses a holistic approach to nursing practice, considering all aspects of client care. This graduate has a strong theoretical knowledge base and is always a patient advocate. It is my pleasure to present this award to Jessica Hill. The Clinical Excellence Award is awarded to a graduate who exhibits outstanding clinical skills, organization, and time management. This person is always a team player and volunteers to assist fellow students and nursing staff. This person strives for excellence and is willing to go the extra mile to meet client needs. It is my pleasure to present this award to Tim Smith. The Dean's Award for Leadership is awarded to a graduate who acts as a standard bearer for others, leads and motivates others to excel, displays integrity, tenacity, courage, and respect. This graduate does not accept mediocrity, but is goal-oriented and is devoted to the pursuit of excellence. It is my pleasure to present this award to Crystal Akins. And finally, the Billy Diedrich Memorial Award. This is an award that was voted on by these students for their peers. Billy Diedrich was a graduate in the Associate Degree Nursing class of 2013. He was employed in the emergency department at Piedmont Noonan Hospital. Billy was tragically killed in a motorcycle accident on August the 2nd, 2014. In honor of his memory, we have established the Billy Diedrich Memorial Award. This award is given at the pinning ceremony to the graduate who demonstrates the characteristics that made Billy the memorable student and nurse that everyone called a friend. The recipient of this award has a determined spirit that is unwavering. This graduate is known for their smile and sense of humor. This graduate has an incredible work ethic and is always willing to pitch in and help no matter what. This graduate is the type of nurse that you won't forget and is loved by both colleagues and patients. It is our pleasure to present the Billy Diedrich Memorial Award to Chloe Waits.
We will now pin our graduates. Ruby Gould. Timothy Smith. Stephanie Head. Emily Silva. Bethany Garrett. Jessica Shaw Hill. Aislinn Barno, she could not be here with us today, but she is definitely not forgotten. Connor Comines. Aretha Pryor. Amber Sharpton. Crystal Akins. Susan Payne. Bree Sierra. Melissa Benitez. Cynthia Chloe Waits. Elizabeth Rodriguez. Diana Chung. If our graduates would please stand. It is my honor to introduce to you the nursing cohort of Coweta Spring of 2021. We ask that everyone remain seated while our graduates leave the auditorium.
And make a mess, so I said quietly, agreed politely. I guess that I forgot I had. I let you push me past the breaking point. I stood for nothing, so I fell for everything. You held me down, I got through. Already pushing my down. You hear my voice, you hear that sound. Like anyone takes it.
Thank you.